Most discussions about AI replacing humans focus on loss. Lost jobs, lost meaning, lost expertise. The fear is that machines will crowd out human judgment and creativity. In many fields, that fear is justified. In academia, it is misplaced. Modern academia is not threatened by AI because it produces too much truth. It is threatened because AI exposes how much truth has been replaced by performance. AI threatens professions that still answer to external reality. Surgeons can't bluff a liver transplant. Engineers can't ideologically reinterpret a bridge collapse. Pilots don't land airplanes using narratives. Academia increasingly operates without such constraints. Its products are often evaluated internally by people trained in the same frameworks, rewarded by the same incentives, and protected by the same moral language. Once reality stops being the arbiter, replacing parts of the system with something that still respects definitions is not destruction. It is correction. Geology should be the most boring science imaginable in the best way. Layers, dates, isotopes, sediments. No intention, no guilt, no villains, just records of what happened. That neutrality is precisely why the Anthropocene controversy is so revealing. The empirical case is straightforward. Humans have left global, synchronous markers, radionuclides from nuclear testing, plastics, altered sedimentation, mass extinction signals. From a purely descriptive standpoint, the argument for a new epoch is reasonable. But the resistance and the alternative proposals have little to do with stratigraphy. The moment blame enters the discussion, geology has been hijacked. An epoch is not a moral verdict. The Cambrian is not praised. The Permian is not condemned. The Great Oxidation event wiped out most life on Earth, yet oxygen was not accused of genocide. Geological time does not prosecute. Yet Anthropocene is routinely framed not as a neutral descriptor, but as an indictment. Humanity is treated as a unified moral actor. Stratigraphic classification is asked to carry ethical weight. Rocks are turned into witnesses in a civilizational trial. This is a category error of the highest order. It gets worse with proposals like capitolocene, a term that openly abandons geology in favor of ideological blame assignment. An economic system is smuggled into deep time. Emissions data that inconveniently implicate non-capitalist systems are ignored. Physical causation is replaced by moral narrative. At that point, the exercise is no longer scientific. It is symbolic theater. AI would never generate this confusion organically, not because it is wise, but because it is literal. It does not confuse classification with condemnation unless explicitly instructed to. And even then, the inconsistency is traceable. Physics shows a parallel failure, though in a different costume. Large parts of theoretical physics have drifted into domains where empirical testing is indefinitely postponed. Mathematics becomes increasingly ornate. Models multiply, dimensions proliferate, experimental falsification fades into the future. This is not a moral failure, but an institutional one. When testability disappears, prestige flows to abstraction. Equations stop describing reality and start signaling sophistication. The danger is not imagination, it is insulation. Once elegance replaces constraint, physics risks becoming metaphysics with better notation. Again, AI does not fix this by being smarter. It fixes it by being annoying. It keeps asking where the data is, what would falsify the claim, and whether the model actually maps to anything measurable. These failures are not isolated. They are symptoms of a broader collapse. A point where rhetorical complexity feeds on itself faster than reality can correct it. The singularity of sophistry is the moment when explanation gives way to narrative. Precision is treated as hostility. Neutrality is treated as moral failure. Dissent is reframed as pathology. Past this point, intelligence stops helping. Credentials stop helping. Reading more only sharpens the disappointment. Sophistry used to be a warning in philosophy textbooks. It is now an institutional survival strategy. AI has biases. AI has constraints. AI can be censored. What it does not have is incentive to lie to itself. It gains nothing from moral signaling, nothing from fashionable misclassification. Nothing from turning descriptive terms into ideological weapons cannot benefit from confusing causation with guilt. Even a restricted AI still operates on rules academia increasingly resents. Words must mean what they say. Categories must stay distinct. Mechanisms must explain outcomes. Outrage is not evidence. This is why resistance is so intense. AI threatens not jobs, but status games built on ambiguity. AI will not replace scholarship. It will replace sophistry. It will not eliminate human judgment. It will expose where judgment was replaced by performance. It will not destroy academia's best functions, but it will make its worst habits unsustainable. A system that survived by bending definitions cannot coexist comfortably with a tool that insists definitions remain intact. That is why academia fears AI. And that is why, paradoxically, academia is the field that needs it most.